in the inside, hoe. I'm dead. I don't laugh. I don't smile. I'm on dirt. I'm on dirt, hoe. Don't know. People, y'all talk about you walk around angry. My phone come sad to my face. None of you got no real. I ain't seen a hoe come to my wall yet. I ain't seen a hoe step for real. Like, I'm ready to fight whoever, whatever, whoever got a comment. Bitch, you can get you a plane ticket to the M. I'm on it. Everybody scream jail. Oh, wow. I ain't never been there. Can't wait to see what it's about.
Family and friends are in mourning tonight after a 6-year-old boy is killed after sadly being hit by a car in Fraser. Police say the little guy was hit at the intersection of Signal Street and Whitney Avenue and later died at Le Bonheur. A driver was arrested and charged.
Just days after losing her 6-year-old son, a grieving mother went live on Facebook with a message that stunned thousands. Her pain was raw, her emotions were overwhelming, and what she said next would divide an entire community. But what pushed a heartbroken mother to that point? To understand why, we have to go back to the afternoon that changed her family's life forever. For one family, March 12, 2026, marked the day their world stopped. For another, it became the beginning of a tragedy they say they will carry forever. The story sparked heated debates across social media, emotional Facebook Live videos, and thousands of comments from people taking sides. Some believed it was a heartbreaking accident. Others felt justice had failed a grieving family. But before the arguments, before the apology, and before the Facebook Live that went viral, there was a little boy named Kenai Thomas. Kenai was only 6 years old. To his family, he was full of life, full of energy, and always smiling. According to photos and videos shared by his mother on social media, one of the things he enjoyed most was playing basketball.
Get that ball. Get that ball right there. Might stop playing with my baby. Stop playing with my son, y'all. Stop playing with him. That boy God is to be a player. That boy God player.
Some of the family's happiest memories showed the two of them laughing together, shooting baskets, and simply enjoying each other's company. Those ordinary moments would later become priceless memories. No one could have imagined that one afternoon would be the last time they would ever see him alive. Before we go any further, welcome to Dark Case Vault, where every story hides the truth. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe, turn on the notification bell, let us know where you are watching from, and don't forget to like and share. On Thursday afternoon, March 12, 2026, Kenai was outside near his home in the Fraser neighborhood of Memphis. According to Memphis police, surveillance footage captured the moments leading up to the tragedy. The video showed Kenny playing near the roadway with a ball. Moments later, the ball rolled into the street. Without realizing the danger, the 6-year-old ran after it. At almost the same moment, a vehicle traveling westbound on Whitney Avenue approached. Within seconds, the vehicle struck Kenai. Neighbors immediately rushed outside after hearing screams. Some later recalled seeing family members running toward the scene in complete panic. Emergency responders arrived quickly. Kenai was rushed to Le Bonheur Children's Hospital in critical condition. Doctors did everything they could. But despite those efforts, 6-year-old Kenai Thomas died from his injuries. The heartbreaking news devastated not only his family, but also neighbors, classmates, teachers, and many people throughout the Memphis community. As investigators began piecing together exactly what had happened, another important detail emerged. The driver did not leave the scene. Investigators said the woman remained there and cooperated with officers throughout the investigation. Police later identified the driver as a 23-year-old woman. She was initially arrested on misdemeanor charges related to driving on a suspended or revoked license and failing to provide proof of financial responsibility. However, just days later, those charges were dismissed in court, while the fatal crash investigation continued. For many people following the case, that decision was difficult to understand. Questions immediately spread across social media. Why were the charges dropped? Would anyone ever be held responsible? As emotions continued to build, another development would push the case even further into the public spotlight. A Facebook post, widely attributed to the driver, began circulating online. In the emotional message, the woman expressed sorrow over what had happened. She wrote that if she could trade places with Kenai, she would. She also claimed she stayed with him after the collision, prayed over him, and held him while waiting for emergency responders. The message described a woman who said she was devastated by the tragedy and would carry the memory for the rest of her life. For some readers, the apology appeared sincere. Many commented that it was simply a tragic accident. Others encouraged people to pray for both families. But not everyone believed the message. Among those who rejected it completely was Kenai's mother. After seeing the apology circulating online, she publicly responded. In one Facebook post, she called it, "The biggest lie I have heard all day." For her, the apology brought no comfort. Instead, it reopened wounds that had never begun to heal. As more people shared the apology across social media, the reactions became increasingly divided. Some defended the driver, others stood firmly beside Kenai's family. Months after losing her son, Kenai's mother decided to speak publicly. She went live on Facebook. The live stream spread rapidly across social media. Visibly overwhelmed with grief, she spoke openly about the pain she had been carrying every day since losing her son. She described waking up every morning angry. She spoke about the emptiness she felt inside. She said simple routines, like expecting to take her son to school or buy him something after work, had become painful reminders that he was no longer there.
Angry. I wake up so mad at this every day. I'm living in my heart like I have no love. I'm straight dirt, straight evil. I don't care about nothing. Y'all is the most shakiest pussy ass people I have ever known. Y'all let people kill y'all people and do nothing. Y'all let take people that love you. I want you. Oh, I want your head. I want your son to cry for the rest of his life. I want you to be in the ground. People. And y'all fake, funky killers, hood rat bitches, scum of the bucket hoes that love to get under my with your fake threats and mean girls and bullies. Ho, I will murk you. Like, y'all, I threaten you. No promise. This is a real threat to your life. Threats and promises are different. I promise my son I'ma get it. My threat is to you hoes that live in Memphis and walk around. 3 of y'all came in my store. I could have smacked the fuck out you because you don't know what I look like in real life, but I want you to know.
The dentist in my mind. Bitch, the lie you told is a dentist in my mind, ho. All I think about you walking up and down there for walls, scared out your life. All I can remember is how scared you was when that National Guard had to get in front of me, because ho, I'ma get you. I'm a person that never did shit in Memphis, Tennessee, ho. I'm going to get you. I'm going to hurt your son. He's gonna cry for the rest of his life. He's gonna say, why did my mommy do that to that lady? I don't have a mom no more because of what my mom did. And she bragged about it. She got on her and said she didn't want no sympathy, but damn near the end of the week you was in my inbox. There was 2 different posts. And for your family with that, oh, my baby I've been through hell, oh! Hell, oh, that's that good in my bitch. I look good in my hell, oh! But you put me in the dirt. I'm dead in the inside, ho. I'm dead. I don't laugh. I don't smile. I'm on dirt. I'm on dirt, ho. Don't know. People, y'all talk about you walk around angry. My phone come say it to my face. None of you got no real. I ain't seen a hoe come to my wall yet. I ain't seen a hoe step for real. Like, I'm ready to fight. like whoever, whatever, whoever got a comment, bitch, you can get you a plane ticket to the
Throughout the live stream, she also directed intense anger toward the woman involved in the crash. She accused the woman of lying in the apology that had circulated online. She expressed thoughts of revenge and repeatedly said she believed justice had not been served. Her words shocked many viewers. Some sympathized with her unimaginable grief. Others worried that the emotional live stream had crossed a line because it contained threats. The video quickly spread beyond Memphis, reaching thousands of viewers across different social media platforms. Once again, people found themselves divided. Some believed no parent should ever be judged after experiencing such a devastating loss. Others argued that grief, no matter how overwhelming, should never lead to threats of violence. Regardless of where people stood, one thing remained clear. The pain this family was experiencing was impossible to ignore. As time passed, Kenai's family continued honoring his memory. Photos shared online showed classmates, teachers, and members of the community coming together to remember the 6-year-old. His school organized a memorial where those who knew him reflected on his life. Family members continued posting photos and videos celebrating happier times. Many of those memories centered around basketball, laughter, birthdays, and ordinary moments that had suddenly become irreplaceable. His mother continued sharing memories of her son long after the headlines faded. For her, Kenai was never simply another news story. He was her child. Even today, discussions about the case continue online. Some people still believe the collision was a heartbreaking accident that forever changed two families. Others continue asking whether the legal outcome delivered true justice. Those questions remain part of the public conversation. But beyond every opinion, beyond every Facebook post, beyond every argument in the comments, one fact remains unchanged. A 6-year-old boy named Kenai Thomas lost his life that afternoon. A family was left grieving. A community was left divided. And countless people were reminded how quickly an ordinary day can turn into a tragedy that changes lives forever. No amount of justice, time, or words can ever replace the loss of a child. Our deepest condolences go out to Kenai Thomas's family, friends, and everyone who loved him. May his memory live on, and may they find strength and comfort in the days ahead. If this story touched you, please share your thoughts respectfully in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more carefully researched true crime documentaries. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next case.